Now, using Huygens principle, we have to explain this phenomenon of light, a reflection of light. In the same way, we will prove a refraction of light, like this. So, we have to explain the phenomenon of reflection of light means we have to prove the laws of reflection, I is equal to R, etc. And here we are using the plane wavefront because source is considered at infinity. So the question is generally asked like this: explain the phenomenon of reflection of light reflection of light on the basis means using on the basis of Huygens wave theory. Huygens wave theory using plane wavefront. Using plane wavefront. So the wavefront used is also plane and the reflecting surface is also plane. So these are the conditions that we are using. So I will draw a rough diagram here. Suppose this is the reflecting surface xy. It is shown like this. So this bottom surface is non-transform surface like this. Now on this side there is a source at infinity. So from this source we will get a plane wavefront like this. So at time t1 second this is the wavefront, at time t2, t3, t4, t5, t6 etc. So as time increases the wavefront will advance and it will move towards the surface xy. Now when it touches the surface xy, the position is shown here. Suppose this is the wavefront AB. जनरली फिगर करताना काय करायचं, हा अँगल जो होतो more than 68. So AB is a plane wavefront obtained from the source. Now this is a wavefront, plane wavefront. So we know that for plane wavefront, the rays of light, the wavefront, the wave normal are parallel to each other. So I will draw one wave normal, one ray of light perpendicular to AB through the point E, like this. Another through the point B. So this source S is at infinity. So from this source we get this plane wavefront. So this is the first incident ray PA. This is the second incident ray QB. So AB is a plane wavefront bounded between the two rays, the incident rays, the PA and QB. Now we know the definition of wavefront. All the points on the wavefront receive the light wave simultaneously and they vibrate in the same phase. So A and B will receive the light waves simultaneously. These are the primary waves. One primary wave is moving in this direction. Another primary wave is moving in this direction. The remaining primary waves are going like this. So all the points from A to B will receive the light wave simultaneously. Now this primary wave has already touched the surface xy at point A. But this primary wave moving along QB, it will take some longer time than PA and then it will reach. So the second wave moving along QB, it has to touch the surface, say at point C. So it will take some time. So wavefront wave normal are perpendicular, so this angle is 90 degree. This angle is 90 degree. This angle is 90 degree, like this. So to cover the distance BC, some time is taken. So we will assume that time we will consider t. So these primary waves are moving through air above the surface xy. There is a air medium. They are traveling with velocity c. Let t is equal to time taken by the incident wavefront AB to move from B to C. Therefore, distance BC is equal to velocity multiplied by time t. So this is equation E. So this distance BC is equal to C. Now, when the primary wave moving along QB reaches at point B, the primary wave moving along PA will reach at point A on the surface xy. So according to the Huygens principle का first part अपन use कर दो. When the point A receives the light wave from the source at infinity, it becomes secondary source and it emits secondary waves. When the point A receives light wave, then by Huygens principle, A becomes secondary source and emits secondary waves. The secondary waves त्याच medium मध्ये emits secondary waves in same medium above surface xy with speed equal to c. Like that. So there are two types of waves traveling above the surface xy. These primary waves are moving toward the surface xy and secondary waves from the source are moving away from the surface xy above the surface xy. Both are moving with the same speed. Therefore, when the primary wave moves from B to C, the secondary wave will also move from A to some point. That distance covered by the secondary wave will also be Ct. In same time t second, secondary waves starting from A will cover a distance equal to Ct. In same time t second, it will cover a distance Ct. Therefore, now we are going to find the position of the reflected wavefront. XY surfaceला रिफ्लेक्शन झाल्यानंतर ती न्यू पोझिशन आपल्याला फाइंड आउट करायची. So to determine the new position of the plane wavefront after reflection from the surface xy, we have to use the Huygens construction, and that Huygens construction is like this. To determine new position of a plane wavefront after reflection from surface XY. Draw. This is the Huygens construction. Draw hemisphere. Figure मध्ये आपल्याला सर्कल दिसेल. Draw hemisphere, half circle with center A. Secondary source म्हणजे center A चा with center A and radius equal to CT equal to BC. CT म्हणजे BC. तर BC एवढी रेडियस घेऊन आपल्याला सर्कल राहील. सर्कल सॉलिड डॉटेड कसंही काढलं तरी चालेल, सॉलिड काढलं तरी चालेल. तर इथपर्यंत आपल्याला रेडियस येईल. सो अप्रॉक्सिमेटली so this distance is the up to this point. So I will draw the sphere. The radius exactly BC एवढी मोजून घ्यायची. तर हे सर्कल नाही ते ह्या सी पॉईंटच्या अगोदर ठेवू. कारण ही AC म्हणजे ह्या राईट अँगल ट्रायंगलचा हायपोटेन्यूज आहे, BC साईड त्याच्यापेक्षा कमी. सो इट विल टच द पॉईंट बिफोर C. A आणि C च्या मध्ये इथे कुठेतरी आहे. सो दिस इज ए Huygens construction. So you can draw a solid sphere. So this is the Huygens construction. Now to determine the new position of a plane wavefront after reflection, we have to draw the tangent. Draw a tangent. So the tangent is CD. So this point is point of tangent is D. तर फिगर मध्ये AB आणि CD दोघे इक्वल यायला पाहिजे. सो द नेक्स्ट प्रोसिजर इज दिस. ड्रॉ ए tangent CD to this hemisphere. Draw a tangent CD to this AB sphere. So this tangent will represent the new position of a wavefront because all the points on the wavefront CD are in the same phase. So CD represents the reflected plane wavefront. Since all the points on CD are in same phase because they are equidistant from A. Therefore, CD represents a reflected plane wavefront. A reflected plane wavefront. Now, these are two incident rays for plane wavefront, incident plane wavefront AB. Now we have to draw the two reflected rays, one corresponding to PA and other corresponding to QB or QC. So wavefront and wave normal are always perpendicular. So draw perpendicular at point B. Now this is the tangent, therefore this will be the radius. So if we extend this line, it will definitely pass through A. So this angle is also 90 degrees because wavefront and wave normal are perpendicular. So AS is the reflected ray corresponding to PA, and there is a one more wave normal. These two must be parallel. CR. So PA and QC are incident ray. Correspondingly, AS and CR are the reflected ray. Incident plane wavefront, reflected plane wavefront. These are two incident rays. These are two reflected rays. Like this. So join AD and produce it up to S and draw CR parallel to AS. Therefore, AS is a reflected ray for PA. CR is reflected ray for QC. So now geometry is like this. Now what to prove? I is equal to R. Using Huygens principle, using Huygens theory, what to prove this principle? Now to prove I is equal to R, we are adding this geometry. Draw AM perpendicular to XY. So I will draw perpendicular here. Solid dotted कसे करायचं A. So angle between the incident ray PA and normal, this is called as the angle of incidence R. Angle between the reflected ray and this normal is called as the angle of reflection R. Like this. Draw AM parallel to X. Therefore, angle PAM. See this figure. Angle PAM is equal to I is equal to angle of incidence. Angle MAD is equal to R is equal to angle of reflection and now we have to show these two angles to be equal, and for that purpose we are using this geometry. So now to prove this I is equal to R, we are using this geometry. Now I will use the symbol proof. Now if this is I, then this BAC is also I. How? So we will prove it separately. In triangle ABC and triangle ADC. See in figure. ABC is one right angle triangle, ADC is another right angle triangle. So in these two triangles, first angle B is equal to angle D is equal to 90 degree. Second point, AC is common. AC is a common hypotenuse. And the third point is the radius of the circle AD is equal to BC equal to CT. Radius is equal to BC is equal to CT and radius is equal to AD in our figure. So because of these 3 points, 2 sides and 1 angle, SAS criteria, therefore triangle ABC and triangle ADC are congruent triangle. Congruent triangle, and therefore by the property of congruent triangle, by the property of similar triangle, we can do this equation. तो वेवफ्रंट आणि हायपोथेन्यूज मधला अँगल पहिल्या ट्रायंगल मध्ये BAC आहे आणि वेवफ्रंट रिफ्लेक्टेड वेवफ्रंट आणि हायपोथेन्यूज मधला अँगल जो आहे तो DAC. सो दीज टू एंगल्स आर इक्वल. देयरफॉर एंगल BAC is equal to angle DCA. So this is equation 1. हे दोघे अँगल इक्वल असतात. हा अँगल BAC ब्लॅक कलरने आपण दाखवला जातो आणि हा अँगल. सो BAC and DCA आर इक्वल. तर ह्या दोघांपैकी एक अँगल I आहे आणि दुसरा अँगल R आहे, हे आपल्याला प्रूव्ह करायचं आहे बाय जिओमेट्री. चला. सो now I will use the geometry like this. So here angle this MAC is equal to 90 degree, but angle MAC is equal to angle MAB plus angle BAC. This is equation B, because this is equation A. Now angle PAB, check, PAB is also 90 degree. Why 90 degree? Because this is the ray of light wave normal and this is the wavefront. So wavefront and wave normal are always perpendicular to each other. AB is a wavefront and this is the wave normal. Therefore this angle is 90 degree. And this is also the sum of the two angles. One angle is PAM and other angle is MAB. So this is the question C. Check kara puna the geometry. MAC 90 degree because AM is perpendicular. So this MAC is equal to sum of the two angles. One angle is this MAB, high angle is MAB, and the angle BAC. So this is one angle and this is the remaining angle. So MAB plus BAC. Now this angle is also 90 degree because it is the angle between the wave normal and wave front. So angle PAB is equal to 90 degree, this angle. So this is equal to, one angle is PAMI and other is MAB. So now if you equate this, equating B and C, so angle MAB plus angle BAC is equal to angle PAM plus angle MAB. So MAB will get cancelled and therefore angle BAC is equal to angle PAM is equal to I. So this is the question second. म्हणजे हा अँगल I BAC is equal to I. आता DCA is equal to R प्रूव्ह करायचं असेल तर पुन्हा आपल्याला सिंपल ज्योमेट्री यूज करायची. DCA अँगल फिगर मध्ये बघून घ्या. हा DCA. So this angle is R, therefore this remaining angle is equal to 90 minus R. So angle MAD is equal to R, therefore angle DAC is equal to 90 minus R. Angle 90 minus R. So 90 minus R. In triangle ADC, angle D plus angle DAC plus angle DCA is equal to 180 degree. या तिघांची ॲडिशन 180 डिग्री झाली. त्यातला हा अँगल डी म्हणजे 90 डिग्री. अगेन इट इज अँगल बिटवीन द वेव फ्रंट अँड वेव नॉर्मल. सो अँगल डी इज इक्वल टू 90 डिग्री. अँगल DAC आत्ताच आपण बघितलं, दिस इज इक्वल टू 90 मायनस R plus DCA is equal to 180 degree. So 90 plus 90, 180 will get cancelled and therefore angle DCA is equal to R. So this is the question 3. So out of these two angles, this angle is R, this angle is R. तर हे सेपरेट प्रूव्ह करण्याची गरज नाही, डायरेक्टली लिहिलं तरी चालतं तुम्ही. So check the geometry. But to prove this BAC is equal to I. So this MAC is equal to 90 degree, but it is the sum of two angles. One is MAB and another is BAC. MAB plus BAC, like this. This is one equation. This. Now this angle is also 90 degree. PAB, because this is a wave normal, this is a wave front. But PAB is equal to sum of the two angles PAM, which I also, and angle MAB. So this is 90 degree, this is also 90 degree. So we can equate the right hand side. So equating right hand side, MAB will get cancelled. So BAC is equal to PAM, but PAM is equal to I. PAM is equal to I. So BAC is equal to I. या दोघांपैकी हा अँगल आय जातो. आता DCA इज इक्वल टू आर आपल्याला प्रूव्ह करायचं आहे. सो दिस अँगल इज 90 डिग्री. सो दिस प्लस दिस थ्री अँगल हॅज सम 180 degree. So this is R. Therefore this is 90 minus R. So 90 minus R plus 90 plus angle DCA is equal to 180 degree. So 90 plus 90, 180 will get cancelled. Therefore DCA is equal to R. Therefore 14 1. Therefore I is equal to R. This is equation 4. So this is the first law of reflection. First law of reflection. So law of reflection is verified. आपल्याला I is equal to R प्रूव्ह करायचं होतं, तरी आपण हायगन्स वेव्ह थिअरी यूज करून प्रूव्ह केलं ते. So angle of incidence I is equal to angle of reflection R. So we have proved this in equation 1. BAC is equal to DCA by the property of the congruent triangle. One angle is I, other angle is R. तर BAC I कसा आहे हे आपण इथे प्रूव्ह केलेलं आहे. So this angle MAC is 90 degree because AM is perpendicular to the surface XY like this. But MAC is equal to sum of the two angle. One is angle MAB and other is angle BAC. So MAC is equal to angle MAB plus angle BAC is equal to 90 degree, equation B. Now this angle is also 90 degree, PAB. Why? Because AB is a wavefront and this is the wave normal. So wavefront and wave normal are always perpendicular to each other like this. And therefore PAB is equal to 90 degree, but it is also the sum of the two angle. One is the angle PAM, that is I, and other is the angle MAB. So these are two angles, MAB and PAM. So angle PAM plus angle MAB is equal to 90 degree. So 90 degree right hand side is same, therefore we can equate the B and C. So equating B and C, this is the equation. MAB plus BAC is equal to PAM plus MAB. So this MAB will get cancelled. This is MAB, not MAB. So this MAB will get cancelled, and therefore BAC is equal to PAM and PAM is equal to angle of incidence I. So we have shown that in equation 1, this left hand side BAC is equal to I. Now we have to show that DCA is equal to R. And for that purpose we are going to consider this triangle. Triangle ADC. So this angle is 90 degree. So we know that sum of the three angles of a triangle is always 180 degree. So this is 90. So 90 plus this angle plus this angle. 90 plus DAC plus DCA is equal to 180 degree. Now this DAC is equal to 90 minus R because this angle is R. MADRA म्हणजे हा 90 minus R झाला. So this is 90 minus R. This is 90. So 90 plus 90 minus R plus this DCA is equal to 180 degree. So 90 plus 90, 180 will get cancelled on LHS and RHS. This R is minus, it will become plus on right hand side. So angle DCA is equal to R. So in equation 1, DCA is equal to R and BAC is equal to I. So putting the values of two angle in equation 1, we get I is equal to R. So this is the first law of reflection. Angle of incidence is always equal to angle of reflection for the phenomena of reflection of light. Also, second law of reflection is this: incident ray PA, corresponding reflected ray AS, and normal AM. PA, AM, and AS, they are coplanar. They are in the plane of blackboard in my figure, and therefore they are coplanar. So these three rays are coplanar. Also, this incident ray and reflected ray, they lie on the opposite side of the normal. That is also one law. So all the laws of reflection are verified from the figure, and therefore this phenomena of reflection of light can be proved using, on the basis means using the Huygens wave theory of light, using the plane wavefront. We are using the plane wavefront AB. So a wavefront AB is bounded by two incident rays PA and QC. It is incident obliquely. Obliquely means angle of incidence is not 0, not 90. It is between 0 and 90. That is called as the obliquely incidence, like this. So you can describe the figure like this. Consider a plane wavefront AB bounded between the two incident rays PA and QC. It is incident obliquely on the plane reflecting surface XY in air medium as shown in the figure, like this. So when the primary wave moving along the PA touches the surface XY at point A, then the another primary wave moving along the QB will arrive at point B. So all the points on the wavefront AB will receive the light wave simultaneously. So this primary wave will take longer time to touch the surface XY. So to cover the distance BC, it will take some extra time. The primary wave moving along this direction will take some extra time than this to touch the surface XY, and therefore that time we have assumed T. So T is the time taken by the incident wavefront AB to move from B to C. So BC is equal to distance covered in time T seconds, therefore BC is equal to CT, where C is a speed of light in air and T is the time taken. Now when this plane wavefront touches the surface XY at point C, the secondary wave from the A will cover some distance in the above the surface XY. So there are two types of wave. Primary waves are moving in this direction towards the surface XY. Secondary wave are moving away from the point A above the surface XY, but they are traveling in the same air medium, therefore they will have same speed. They will have the same speed, and therefore the secondary waves are moving in the same medium with the same speed C, and therefore in the same time T second, the secondary wave will cover a distance CT, and therefore to determine the new position of a wavefront after T second, reflected wavefront after T second, we have to do the Huygens construction. So Huygens construction this, आपल्याला हे secondary wavelet काढायची. So take secondary source A as a center and draw a semi circle in figure. Practically it is a hemisphere. Draw a hemisphere with center A and radius is equal to BC is equal to CT. ह्या सर्कलची रेडियस जी असणार आहे AD ती BC असणार आहे. So AD is equal to BC is equal to CT, radius of the circle. Now this CD is a common tangent drawn to this wavefront, and therefore it represents the reflected wavefront after time T second, after reflection from the surface XY. So AB is the incident wavefront, CD is the reflected plane wavefront, PA and QC are incident ray, AS and CR are the reflected ray. So join AD and produce it up to S. So AD is the radius of the circle and CD is the tangent. Radius and tangent, they are always perpendicular to each other. So CD is a wavefront, and therefore AD or AS is the wave normal. It is the reflected ray. AD is a reflected ray corresponding to incident ray PA, like this. CR is another reflected ray for QC. So PA and QC are parallel to each other because wavefront is plane. AS and CR are parallel to each other because wavefront is plane, like this. So now we have to prove I is equal to R, and therefore we have drawn the normal AM. So draw a normal AM to the surface XY. So angle PAC is equal to 90 degree. This angle between the incident ray PA and normal is called as the angle of incidence I. So PAM is equal to I is equal to angle of incidence. Now this is the corresponding reflected ray AD or AS. So angle between the normal and reflected ray is called as the angle of reflection R. So angle MAD or angle MAS is equal to R is equal to angle of reflection. So we have to show that these two angles are equal. तर ते इक्वल दाखवण्यासाठी आपण काय केलं, हे दोघे ट्रायंगल आपण कॉन्ग्रुएंट ट्रायंगल दाखवले. So this angle is 90 degree, this is also 90 degree. AC is a common line, common hypotenuse. So one angle is same, one side is same, and AD is the radius of the circle, and this radius of the circle is taken exactly equal to BC. So radius AD is equal to BC is equal to CT, AC is common. So two sides are equal and one angle is equal. So we are using SAS criteria. So using SAS criteria, we have shown that these two triangles ABC and ADC are congruent triangle. So if they are congruent triangle, then remaining angle and remaining sides are also equal. So AB is equal to CD. So CD and AB must be equal because they are the corresponding side of the congruent triangle like this. So these are the two important points while drawing the figure. The radius of the hemisphere must be exactly equal to BC, and D point should be taken so that the tangent CD has length exactly equal to AB like this. So CD and AB must be equal. This is the object for the plane surface XY. This is the corresponding image. So object distance and image distance, object height and image height must be equal for the plane reflecting surface like this. So we have proved that I is equal to R like this. तर याच्यावर लेबल डायग्रामचा पण क्वेश्चन विचारला जातो. So now we have to give this question of label diagram. Draw a label diagram showing the phenomena of reflection of light. आपण ज्या क्रमाने फिगर काढली तसं लिहायचं असं. फर्स्ट पॉइंट XY plane or reflecting surface, plane or reflecting surface. Second, AB is equal to incident plane wavefront. CD or reflected plane wavefront. Fourth, PA and QC are the incident rays of light. AD and CR are reflected rays of light. Rays of light. Then sixth, angle PAM is equal to angle BAC. फिगर मध्ये बघा, this is also I. Is equal to I is equal to angle of incidence. Angle MAD is equal to angle DCA is equal to R is equal to angle of reflection. Angle of reflection. AM is perpendicular to the surface XY, and last point is C is equal to speed of light in air. Speed of light in air like this. So labeling हे पण आपल्याला याप्रमाणे देता येऊ शकतात. So check the points of labeling. XY is a plane reflecting surface. We have to prove the phenomena of reflection using the plane wavefront on the plane surface. See the title. Then AB is an incident plane wavefront. CD is a corresponding reflected plane wavefront. It is a common tangent to this semicircle. PA and QC are the incident rays of light, they are parallel to each other. AD and CR are corresponding reflected rays of light. Angle PAM and angle BAC is equal to I. तर फिगरमध्ये दोन ठिकाणी आय असलं पाहिजे. अँगल MAD इज इक्वल टू अँगल DCA इज इक्वल टू आर. फिगरमध्ये दोन ठिकाणी आर आपल्याला दिसला पाहिजे. तर आर हा पण आर आहे, DCA इज इक्वल टू आर. So two values of I and two values of R are shown in the figure like this. AM is drawn perpendicular to the surface xy. Therefore, this angle AMAC is equal to 90 degree, and C is the speed of light in air. So above the surface xy there is a air medium. This is a non-transparent surface. हे जे शेडिंग आपण करतो हे म्हणजे नॉन ट्रान्सपरंट सर्फेससाठी असणार आहे ते, लक्षात. So it is the wavefront is incident obliquely, means angle of incidence is between 0 and 90 degree. Obliquely incidence meaning याप्रमाणे I is greater than and less than 90 degree. Obliquely incidence. Incidence. The wavefront is incident obliquely on the surface xy, so that angle of incidence I is greater than 0 and less than 90 degree like this. तर जनरली फिगर क्लिअर दिसावी म्हणून हा आय जो आहे तो साधारणपणे 60 डिग्रीपेक्षा जादा घ्यायचा, म्हणजे फिगर व्यवस्थित पण दिसते. हे दोन ट्रायंगल सेपरेट दिसले पाहिजे. जर आपण हा अँगल जर कमी केला BACE तर हे दोघेही ट्रायंगल जे ABC आणि DC ते मर्ज होतात आणि आपल्याला त्याची जॉमेट्री एक्सप्लेन करता येत नाही, लक्षात. So this is the proof of the phenomena of a reflection of light. So we have used the Huygens principle. So when the primary wave moving along the P8 touches the surface xy at point A, then A becomes a secondary source of light. इथे आपण Huygens principle यूज केलेला आहे. The point A becomes a secondary source of light and emits the secondary waves in the same medium above the surface xy with the speed c. So primary waves are moving toward the surface xy. Secondary waves are moving away from the surface xy from point A above the surface xy, but they have the same medium, they have the same speed like this. Only their directions are opposite. One is moving toward the surface xy, other is moving away from the surface xy like this. So in this way we can prove the phenomena of reflection of light. In the same way, we can prove the phenomena of refraction of light. So in the case of phenomena of refraction of light, we have to prove the Snell's law. Refractive index is equal to sin of I upon sin of R, where I is the angle of incidence and R is the angle of reflection. तर मीडियम चेंज होत असेल तर डायरेक्शन चेंज होते, त्यामुळे तिथे I आणि R कधीच इक्वल नसतात. So we know the point of differences between reflection and refraction. For reflection I is always equal to R. For refraction I and R, they are never equal. They are related by Snell's law, etc. So next time we will prove the phenomena of refraction of light. Okay, this is the labeling of the phenomena of reflection of light like this. Okay, we will stop here.